This is the 6 Sports Desk.
The toughness and fire we're used to seeing in a Michigan State men's basketball team was not there against Wisconsin on Tuesday night. Tom Izzo said in the post-game press conference that they would find a way to bring that toughness back to the program. And with the Indiana Hoosiers in town this afternoon, also on a 2-game losing streak, the intensity of this game was at critical levels. Former MSU assistant coach Dane Fife was back in the Breslin to say hi to Tom Izzo. Fife is now an assistant for Indiana, but that was as friendly as this one would get. Indiana's Race Thompson made his presence known early with the 2-handed slam. This one got a little chippy at times. Just before the half, A.J. Hoggard was dishing out dimes to Julius Marble for the easy bucket. Now, a few moments later, Hoggard finds Malik Hall in the corner for the 3. Boom! The Spartans took a 7-point lead at the break, and the Breslin was rocking. But the Hoosiers stormed right back and went on an 8-0 run to start the second half. Thompson with the steal, moving it up the court, and finishes off the glass, taking all the momentum out of the air. The Spartans needed a timeout, but then MSU's defense turned turnovers into touchdowns as Tyson Walker with the steal brings it up and gives it over to Gabe Brown. Brown to Hall. Bring the house down. You're going to see that highlight everywhere. And when the easy shot wouldn't go for Malik Hall, he stays with it and gets the circus shot over the backboard. Hall finished with a game-high 18 points as the Spartans would go on to win it 75-61. Our Ian Kress is at the game and has more on what felt different about this win for the Spartans.
From the moment this one tipped off, you could just tell Michigan State was playing with a little bit more swagger than we've seen in the past. So much so, A.J. Hoggard picked up 2 technical fouls, which resulted in his first career ejection. But then, coming off the bench, Malik Hall and Tyson Walker provided the biggest boost emotionally, which resulted in MSU ending its 2-game losing streak.
It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. And, you know, I've been very disappointed in how we've played with the energy level, and I was very proud in how we played with the energy level.
Well, I was having a hell of a time. I started yelling just because it wasn't a release of anything, just me having fun. Everything felt good, so I knew I was going to have a good day. I told myself I was going to have a good day today, and then I went and had a good day.
Hey, did he look like he was having fun today? Yeah, I thought so too. So that'll be my first call when I get back to my office. You know, trust me on how you can have fun. And we did, because we just played hard.
The culture here has always been, you know, play hard, kind of get your nose dirty. So, I mean, we just really, that's what was said in the meeting. Like, we're not going to be the group that shies away from the culture that he's built for so long. And that's what it came down to, and it was kind of some people calling people out.
After the loss to Wisconsin on Tuesday, Tom Izzo met with his point guards the most of anyone on the entire team, and it sure did pay off for him as Hoggard and Walker combined for 29 points against the Hoosiers. At the Breslin Center, Ian Kress, 6 Sports.
Well, thank you, Ian. Coming off a huge upset win over third-ranked Purdue on Thursday, the Michigan Wolverines were also at home this afternoon and looking for a big win over rival Ohio State. Out to the Chrysler Center, a close game of the first half, but Ohio State's E.J. Liddell would have something to say about it, working down low, getting the bucket and the foul. In the second half, it was more Liddell, this time going up against Michigan 7-footer Hunter Dickinson. Liddell gets the tough basket to fall for 2 of his game-high 28 points. But the Wolverines came right back. Michigan's Eli Brooks had a huge game against Purdue and working it in the lane this afternoon. He had the most points for Michigan with 17, but the Buckeyes got a lot of help off the bench. Cedric Russell was on fire. Ohio State wins it 68-57. In women's hoops, the Michigan State women's basketball team is coming off winning its biggest game of the season when the Spartan women took down 4th-ranked Michigan at the Breslin Center on Thursday night. But today, the Spartans had another tough test on the road against 7th-ranked Indiana. Out to Assembly Hall, the Spartans moving the ball around and finding Matilda Eck as she continues knocking down big threes to take an early lead. But the Hoosiers responded and never looked back. Nicole Cardano-Hillary wide open for the 3. For no more threes from her in this one as the Hoosiers had a 5-point lead at the half. But then in the third quarter, Indiana dropped 30 points on the Spartans thanks to a career-high 29-point performance from Grace Berger as the Hoosiers would go on to win it 76-58. Now to the ice, where the Michigan State and Michigan were meeting for the duel in the D down in Detroit. The Spartans haven't won a game in 2022, while the Wolverines have only one loss in 2022. And they were looking to host the Iron D Trophy for the 5th straight time. Now let's head down to the D, where the Wolverines were looking for the season sweep of the Spartans as well. And just 1 minute into this game, Mackie Samosketch steals the puck, and he's all alone, going forehand, then to his backhand, and putting it in to get the scoring going. The Wolverines would put 4 on the board before the Spartans answered in the second period. Nash Nienhuis fires one from way out, one of his 2 goals. The Spartans made it a 2-goal game. The Wolverines put 7 goals on the board. This one just throwing the puck on net and seeing what happens, as the Wolverines would go on to win at 7-3 the final and taking home the Iron D Trophy for the 5th straight time. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast, so stay with us.
This is 6 News Now, here for you 24 hours a day, online at WL.